Hello. This is Windows 7 that you see here, and it's not really any much different than XP or Windows 8. It's all really the same. Basic things still work. First things you should know about a Windows computer is there's two ways to do things. You can do things, or any computer for that matter. You can do things with a keyboard, or you can do things with a mouse, or a mixture of both. If you use a mouse more often than a keyboard, then your shoulder will get tired. If you're using your right hand, your right shoulder will get tired. If you're using your left hand, your left shoulder will get tired. But if you're only using the keyboard, then instead of your shoulder, your wrist is going to get tired. So it's important to use a combination of both. Now, I use a combination of both, and one of the most important keys that I use on my keyboard is the Windows key. The Windows key, when I press it, opens the Windows menu, like this. If I press it again, it closes it. Here's my mouse, by the way, and it's pressing the Windows key is the same as moving the mouse all the way to the Start menu button and clicking it. So pressing the Windows key brings up the Start menu button. This is universal on all Windows operating systems. Another thing you should know is that right now I'm in my desktop, and it's no big deal, and you probably have all seen this before. But if you press Alt-Tab in any Windows system, what it does is it shows you all the windows you have running, and you can swap to them and move around, and it's a nice way to cycle without actually having to go to your windows right here and then click each and every individual one and minimize and this whole mess. It saves a lot of mouse work, it adds a little bit of keyboard work. It's particularly in Windows 7 and Windows 8, instead of pressing Alt-Tab to do this like I just showed you, you can instead press Windows Tab, which will show you this. Windows Tab allows you to physically see the window contents of almost every window you have running and what it's currently doing. And every time you press Tab while holding down the Windows key, you cycle through one of these open windows. Once you have selected a window that you want to go to, let's say I want to go to my Windows Media Player, I stop and let go of the Windows key, and it brings up my Windows Media Player, which is really, really convenient. So I'm going to go back to the desktop so you guys can have a clear picture and not cluttered with all my miscellaneous garbage. So to recap, just a few things: the Windows key, the Alt-Tab feature, as well as the Windows Tab feature right here. Okay. By the way, if you need this guide in Spanish or in Russian, please make a comment and I'll see what I can do about that. I can speak both languages. Okay, let's see what next. Next I want to show you, instead of clicking a bunch of X's all the time when pop-ups show up or whatever, you can simply hold down the Alt key and press F4 to close something. It's the equivalent of Apple Q on a Mac if that's what you use. I'll do a Mac guide separately later after I fix the one I have currently. So yeah, Alt F4 to exit out of anything. A key feature when let's say I'm doing some web browsing, and here I am at the top of a web page. Instead of using this mouse here and dragging it to the sidebar and scroll da-da-da, or even worse, I've seen like my grandparents' generation just click this every time. So inefficient, and really it's just overusing your mouse. And it's much better to use the up and down arrow keys on your keyboard to do this, or to better yet, just scroll an entire section of your window/page at a time by using the page down buttons like so, or the page up buttons to scroll back up. Likewise, if you're just going to something that's at the end of a page, you can press the end button on your keyboard, which will take you down to the bottom. And let's say you're scrolling down, and then you realize, oh, I actually want to go to the top of the page and click on one of those menus. Well, instead of doing the up arrow like this, which takes a little while, you can just press the home key, which instantly takes you to the top of the page. Okay, that's it for now. please comment, and I will throw in more stuff as I come across it, and as the demand increases, please let me know if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff. Thank you.